One.
Hey, g'day everybody. Nick and Dustin here. Just giving you a quick rundown on today's Charter Steer sale. We yarded 1,923 head, I think, approximately. 1,260 of those being stores and remainder being fats, about 700 and something fat cattle we had. But the yarding, it was a bit of mixed quality today. We had some good light steers and some good heifers. We had some mixed yarding of cows and bullocks as well. But I'll just pass you on to Dustin. He can give you a rundown on the fat cattle.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. So as Nick said today, you had some mixy lines, but there was those better lines of cattle that made their money today, I feel. But getting into your fat job today, bullocks all day making that $3, out to $3.20, $3.30 for those better bullocks. Bit more crossbred type bullocks as well. They were making your $3.30s, but every other bullock's making $3, $3.10. Getting into your fat heifer job, it was getting out to near that $3. Nearly got there for some good rowdy kill heifers. They were good number 8 type heifers. Everything else was that 290, that 280 around that, but just not quite the threes today. And then your cow job, it was back a bit. Good fat cows from up on the basalt made 264. Just sneak around that 260, a lot of 250s today for those good fat cattle. And any of your stores, well, they're back in the $2, $2.20 all day. And that was the cow job. Yeah, your bull job today. Bull job was in demand today. Like those good heavy kill bulls making 270 all day, pretty well, 280. That was the bull job, so a bit of demand there as well. I'll pass you on the next store job.
Yeah, thanks, Dusty. But like we said, we had there was a couple of good lines of stores in the yard there today that certainly, if you listen to the southern markets, they're pretty much stronger than what they're making in the south there at the moment for some of these lines of Brahman steers. Like,
Brahmans,
there was a good run up of steers there, probably 240 kilos. They made $4.70 one run. The other run made $4.80. So there was plenty of competition on those lighter steers. Get back into your 300 kilo steers. They come back off the pace a bit. You're probably looking around anywhere from 330 up to 360. The heavier they got, the less money they'll bring in. So if they were around there 400 kilos, they're probably making 320. But in saying that, they were a bit mixy too. They weren't big runs of good lines of those. The heifer job took a bit of a hit again. It was hit and miss. That light heifer job, they could make $3 or they could make $3.40. You couldn't pick which pens were going to make them. The good of softer cattle, they were still making $3.40, even some up to $3.60. There was a couple of pens of little light crossbred heifers that made $4, $4.60, but they were certainly lighter cattle. But as an average, that heifer job, it was back probably 10 or 20 cents on last week's sale the week before. So
a bit hard to pick there.
It was, but like we said, mixy again too.
You look across the state, what crossbred jobs doing elsewhere, they're not far behind a Brahman here. So this would have to be the best place for a Brahman to be at the moment, to be honest. Compared to everywhere else, you're nearly on par with the rest of the state, just about. So, and cows and calves today. Best of the cows and calves made $2,610. They were strong Brahman grey cows. I think they've got a bit of genetics going back there as well. So that was them. But there was some older cows there with some smaller calves that made $1,725.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
That was a good. I think that was a good hit for those cows and calves. But anyway, that's it for the sale anyway for this week. I'm not sure about next week if we're going to have one. I think we're just working out a few numbers, but we'll keep you all up to date anyway, and we may or may not see you next week.
Thank you. Cool.